I guess it's time. What's goody? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, story time. It's supposed to be Friday, but couldn't make a video last night. Was busy, went out with some family, so I got back home too late. So that was the case. But it's Saturday. I got a story for you guys. I'm gonna continue the They Call Me Captain story. As you see in the title, They Call Me Captain Part 2. If you guys didn't watch Part 1, watch Part 1. It's in Friday story time from last week. So watch that first and come back to this video. So some people have asked me where I got the idea of They Call Me Captain. What was my thought process? Pretty much what I want to do is create a character with an alter ego, and that an alter ego that he felt more free as the alter ego. So Rory is my main character, and he's more free when he's in alter ego, the captain. As you can see in Part 1, he was a kid that was kind of like mistreated. He was an outcast. He always wanted to be a captain for the team. He was never given a chance to. He was always putting through different trials and stuff. So he was always kind of like getting the short end of the stick. And he had the accident, and then we winded up 15 years later, and he's in the office, kind of like a TMZ kind of thing, with news and everything, and he's working there, and he's in a wheelchair, and he has scars, and he's still getting treated the same way. But what people don't know is that his alter ego, the captain, is that people think he can't walk, but he actually could. He can walk. He covers up his scars. He makes his nose a little longer, fixes his hair, wears a black captain jacket, sports jacket, and that's pretty much his alter ego, the captain. And why is he that? He's a thief. For these past 15 years that passed by, he's been a major collector of things. He mastered his craft, I should say, and he's pretty much steals what he wants. He knows it's wrong, but it's something he likes to do, and he's like a major collector, and he leaves his signature C, captain style, so for people to know that was him. So the cops have been hunting him down for the past probably 5 years or so, and he feels more free when he's there as the captain, and he just does what he wants to do. When he's in the wheelchair, he's Rory, the same kid, same guy, he's getting picked on, outcast, but when he's the captain, he feels alive. So that was pretty much summary of kind of like a Part 1. Part 2, I'm going to start in a little bit. Hope you guys enjoy the story, and let's go for the ride. They Call Me Captain Part 2.
Oh, I know that you go, my love, I'll become yours. My dreams, like trees, I hope one day they'll grow, and I want to hold your hands when it is cold.
Rory gets back to his desk. Camila follows. It's not a great day until the captain is back in the mix, right? Best part of the day, Rory says. Camila heads back to his seat when Joe starts heading down the aisle. Oh, Captain, my captain. I thought he might have quit. It's been like 3 weeks since his last one. Joe stops in the middle of the aisle where everyone can see him. Seriously, why do we keep doing pieces on this captain story? He steals this, he steals that. He's here, he's there. A female co-worker speaks up. People seem to like the mystery behind him, He hasn't been caught yet. He's an interesting story, so we have to admit that, Joe. I think he's a loser wanting attention. That's what I'll admit, Joe says. Rory listens with clenched fists as Joe starts dancing the aisles, taking his co-workers' post-its, pens, while jumping and kicking his feet together. I'm the captain. Look at me. I take this, I take that. I leave a C for you to see. I should leave an L next time for the loser that I am. As Rory rolls down the aisle in his wheelchair, he sees everyone laughing. He catches Camilla with some of the other coworkers laughing it up. She doesn't see him. Rory turns around and goes back to his desk and just starts staring at paperwork. Joel continues his dancing and starts writing an L on the post-its and posting them on cubicles. He heads Rory's way. He stops dancing when he gets in front of Rory's cubicle. Everyone has stopped laughing but still glued onto him. Seriously, I'd rather do a piece of my boy old Max in here. I bet his story is more interesting. Rory just looks at him. His fists are still clenched. Joe stares back with his big smile, pats him on the shoulder with the L on it, and continues dancing down the aisle. Rory takes the L off his shoulder and tosses it in the trash. Camilla comes over, still a little giggly. He's too much for me sometimes. That was a good laugh, though. Rory just looks at her. I thought you liked the captain. I do like a mystery and all. Joel just had me laughing too much. But you have to admit, though, he must be like some big shot. We're just trying to get attention. But, we have to do it because that's our job. Rory continues to look at her, defeated inside. I mean, you get my point, right? Camilla says. Yeah, I get the point now. I just have to finish my work. I'll talk to you later. She can see he's a little trouble, so she leaves him alone. Yeah, I got it. I gotta do some paperwork too. She heads to her desk, and Roy just stares at the paperwork for a couple of seconds. Then he pulls out a little C from his pocket and starts feeling on it again and again underneath his desk. Later that night, at Smart's Bridge, it's a long bridge that separates the city. Roy's in his captain mode, dressed pants, shoes, nice shirt underneath in a sports jacket, black. Combed hair, longer nose with no scars, covers everything up. He sits on a bench, hunched over with both his hands together in the civilian side of the bridge, looking on the horizon at the city skyline. He gets up and walks to the edge, just stares down at the dark, calm water below. At a warehouse later on, he takes a walk. It's an old warehouse at the edge of the city where they used to make clothing for the past 100 years. No one has touched it in the past 30 years, though, as it sits there collecting dust, but still intact. Roy is seen walking with his flashlight. Knowing his sense of direction, he walks down the flight of stairs and down a long hallway to the last door on the right. He opens the door and enters the room. It's in the basement. It's a small room with old equipment against the walls. He heads toward the left side of the room and finds a tall piece of equipment and pulls it away. He points his flashlight on the wall and looks for the marks. A few seconds later, he puts the flashlight in his mouth and grabs two sides of the wall and pulls out a thin layer and places it on the floor, revealing a doorway-sized hole that he walks in. He walks in with his flashlight and finds a lamp inside and turns it on. Inside is 5 years' worth of the captain's work: paintings, jewelry, collectibles, items, memorabilia, trophies, statues, a box of his personal baseball and basketball trading cards he collected and that was passed on to him, and the brown bear of the brown woman. Roy walks around the small but tall enough self-made room he created, glancing at all the items he's taken over the years. Each item has a ticket with the day and year he took them. He picks up the bear again. It took a few weeks, huh? But I finally got you. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore, Roy says and puts it down. He walks around memory lane pretty much on all the items he's taken, and then finally walks out, putting everything back in place. We're back at the Arch Legend Museum on the first floor in the afternoon. Rory's back at the scene of crime, just walking around, pretending to look at artwork and statues. He looks over to where the brown bear would have been, and it's empty with a note reading, "Will return" on it. As he walks by, he can hear people talking about its disappearance and how they believe the captain pulled it off. He leaves and walks upstairs. So second floor in the Arch building. The second floor holds all the big items and artifacts from the adventures of Arch Legend. Rory walks about trying to see if anything catches his interest. He stops at a painting with a man at the edge of a small boat reaching for his fallen comrade in the ocean as the other man is underwater trying to reach back. Rory has walked past this painting a few times before, but this time it just caught him. As he looks on, 3 guards walk around doing their daily routine. These guards in particular are a little bit more chatty than the rest. Anton, he's in his mid-30s, average weight, bright glasses, has a pocket dictionary in his hand, and then he's in the middle of a muscular and tall guard. Anton, yeah, it's been working for the most part, he says. The muscular guy looks at him. I can't see how you can keep this up. You're going to be padding that book for life. The tall guy looks around. I know I couldn't do that. She's my little girl, and if she wants daddy to stop swearing, then I'm obligated to try, Anton says. Um, Obligated, huh? The two guards start laughing. The tall and the muscular guard. Yes, obligated. I'm getting used to this explaining my vocabulary stuff, you know? The tall guard the tall guard nudges Anton. We just messing with you. Do what you have to do. Tell me something though. Have you found a replacement for that word damn? Both guards starts laughing again. The tall guard says, yeah man, you always say that all the time. I don't know how you're gonna be able to stop that. Yeah, I'm still working on it, Anton says. Anton tries to crack his knuckles and it hurts his hand. Damn it. The muscular guard just looks at him. Got him. Can't stop saying it. Both guards starts laughing again. Yeah, it's tough, but I'll get it. Anton passes his book as he heads past Rory. Alright guys, that's enough excitement for today. I'm going to take my break and get out of here. Rory watches as they head down the hallway with the guard, and the guard with the glasses separates from the two. Moments later, Anton heads back Rory's way with his dictionary in his chest pocket. He notices Rory hasn't moved from his spot, still glued to the painting, and heads over. Nice painting, huh? I see it every day. It's interesting in a way, Anton says. Rory stays quiet and tries not to make eye contact with him. It's some crazy stuff, right? I mean, it's unfortunate how he's trying to save his buddy. I'd be like, you better get over here, damn it. Rory looks over to Anton and nudges him and nods at him slightly, then stares back at the painting. Anton pats his book. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just burning some time, waiting to pick up my little missus. Rory continues looking on. And sorry about swearing earlier and all that. It gets me carried away. I'm working on it. He pulls out the dictionary. You see, my little girl wants me to stop swearing. He passed the book. Yeah, so I'm expanding my vocabulary. Not that I'm dumb or anything. Just trying to, just bring some more positivity to her. Rory takes another look at him. He seems like a cool guy, not like some of the others who just stare you down when they pass by. Let me know if I'm messing with your mojo, Anton says. Rory lets out a smile. You're not, but you suck at this. Anton laughs. Tell me about it. It's extremely difficult, but I'll keep at it. I want to succeed at this one. He looks at his watch. It reads 4:20 p.m. Damn it, I still got like another 20 minutes. He pats his book. Yeah, it's funny. She has like a week's worth of my pay over at her house ever since she made me start doing this. $1 for every swear. Rory gives another smile. Soon she'll collect all your money. Damn, probably. He pats his book. They both let a little laugh. Where's my manners? I'm Anton. He reaches out and shakes Rory's hand. I'm Roy, Rory says. Anton takes off his shades and places them on the top of his head. The same guards from before walk by, this time with a shorter one in the middle. The muscular guard looks around. Hey, you still here, Encyclopedia Man? Rory turns back to the painting. The two other guards laugh. Just burning some time, fellas, Anton says. They keep on walking. You have some interesting friends, Rory says. They're alright, but they like to mess with me around and try to get under my skin. Anton looks again at his watch. It reads 4:25. Time is moving so slow. But what is up with you, tall guy, with the nice sports jacket? You play ball or something? Rory stays quiet and looks at the painting. Were you like 6'5" or something? I bet you'd be like dunking on someone or trying to catch a pass over a poor corner. Rory remains quiet. So which is it, mystery guy? He doesn't look at Anton. I used to play football and some other stuff a long time ago, but not anymore, Rory says. Well, you get hurt, a bad injury or something? ACL, MCL, PCL, all the above? You can say that, Rory says. Damn, yeah, that sucks. At least you still young. You look good to me. Plenty of good years ahead of you. Rory stays quiet as Anton pats his book again. At least you're not me. I work here 40 hours a week. I'm only allowed to see my daughter on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and if I miss any day, I can't make it up. It sucks. Rory continues to stare at the painting without looking at Anton. And on top of that, my good-for-nothing ex takes almost half my money for child support. Almost half. Rory smiles and shakes his head. And now we're going to have to work longer hours with this whole captain thing. And Jamie's new stuff is coming in, so it's going to be a 2-day fiasco. Rory looks at him. What do you think of the captain? Anton looks back. That's the man. He leans over to next to Rory. You never heard that from me though. Rory smiles. Man, he hasn't been caught yet. Crazy. I'd like to be him for a day. Take whatever I want. He laughs a little. The guy's a ghost. We have high level security here, and he pulled that beard snatching off. Damn it. It made us look stupid. He pats his book again. Rory looks at him. Yeah, he's something. Anton looks at his watch again. It would be crazy to see him do it again, but he doesn't seem to strike twice at the same spot. That's why he never gets caught. In and out, never again, Rory says. Exactly, Anton says. Rory moves to the near painting and starts looking at it. Anton looks at his watch for the final time, and a huge smile comes across his face. Well, it was nice to meet you, Rory. I now have a date, my little missus. They shake hands and Anton leaves. Rory takes one more look around as the guards make their round about, and then he leaves. It's the next day, and we're in the downtown police department. It's a large precinct with policemen and detectives walking around on their computers. Some loved ones sit on a bench along with other folks patiently waiting. Detective Adrian Chase. She's 28, a smooth, professional-looking detective that could pass for a beauty model if she let herself go. But it's all business with her. She has a little kick to it. She walks to the chief's office and takes a deep breath and knocks. The chief tells her to come in. Inside the chief's office, Police Chief Greg Bosman, he's in his early 60s, a laid-back fella with the world on his shoulders, but takes everything at a steady pace and sits at his desk in front of Detective Kendrick Towns. And he's in his mid-50s, a well-built man with a hard jawline and tired eyes, like he just takes naps throughout the day. Adrian walks in a little surprised that Detective Towns is there, but refocuses on the chief. Hey chief, I got your message, Adrian says. She looks at Towns and gives him a nod, and he returns it. Their relationship's an odd one, in that they both have only spoken a handful of times in the last 3 years she's been there, despite them seeing each other every day. Yes, have a seat, Chase, Chief Bosman says. Adrian sits by Towns. The chief just smiles at them both. So there you have it, guys. That was They Call Me Captain Part 2. Thanks for listening. If you're watching this video, much appreciated. I'm going to try to have Part 3 next Friday. And again, in the comments section, let me know how I'm doing. And if you have any suggestions on different characters and scenarios for a different story I can come up with. But I still plan on continuing the Captain story. I also want to do other stories from suggestions that you guys put down. I have one suggestion already. I'm gonna start doing that, which is a funny story by a good friend, Steve. So I'll share that with you guys. But again, thanks again. I much appreciate it. It's Mike Funny, popping stories. You guys have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night. Peace.